Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day. Beautiful.
Welcome to our day. Who said slippers on the box?
Sophie's dead excited because she tends to, like, we don't have slippers, but Soph
Cute bunny on the box, but carry on.
Soph seems to get hairs stuck in her feet.
Me and my mum get it, and it really freaking hurts.
I didn't even
My
know it was
dad doesn't
possible
get it.
until Soph.
Charlie doesn't get it. She never knew it was possible, as she just said. But me and my mum, literally, we will get any kind of hair, whether it be an eyelash, a dog hair, like a head hair, whatever. It'll get jabbed in our foot, and it'll literally feel like I'm walking on like a needle.
Yeah.
We just yelled at the same time. But yeah, so I have had like other slippers, but the problem is A, our floor is really slidey, and B, they're not very supportive, like, because they're like, the ones I have had are like, you just slip on the fronts kind of ones mostly.
Slip-on slippers.
Yeah, and they just fall off my feet and it makes me walk weird and it's not very comfortable. So I tasked myself with trying to find some better slippers that had more of like a shoe base, and I found some, and Charlie didn't like them because she said they looked like old granny slippers.
I'll put in a picture here.
I really liked them because I thought they looked like they were going to be like a kimono, but Charlie said that in real life they're not like that.
I will just point out that I used to work in a nursing home, and these particular slippers that Soph picked, all the old biddies would own a pair of these slippers because their feet would be so swollen and they would have like massive toenails that's curling over, and these slippers would be the only thing that they would then fit in. And I remember regularly having to put them through the wash machine because they'd had accidents, and I've just got so many horrible memories of these old people slippers. So when Soph then said that she'd found some and she sent them me, I just could not allow them into the house. I don't often say you can't have that, but when I have these reoccurring nightmares of that 5-year job, I don't want it to continue.
Specifically with foot-related things, because Charlie's got an issue.
I've got huge foot phobia. Not nice.
No.
Back to Soph.
But yeah, so Charlie spent ages looking on Amazon and eBay. Is that the only closest?
Yeah.
Amazon and eBay to find me some slippers, and she sent me loads of different ones, and there were some that are really cute, but these are the ones I picked. A, that is a cute bunny on that box.
We could cut that off for a pen pal too.
Yes.
To put on a pen pal.
And,
oh, they're pretty.
there's a lot of leaflet in that box, but this is my slippers.
No, they're pretty darn smexy.
Ooh.
And look at this solid shoe base.
Can you hear it?
So it'd be good for going out into the garden and things like that if she has to. You know you're an adult when you get excited about slippers.
It made me chuckle because on the reviews of the website, because obviously I checked all the reviews, because there were some that we both found that looked really cool, but then like I couldn't have had them because I looked at reviews and the reviews were shocking. But there was one that said that it was really nice, but they were 2 different colours, and this is like that kind of thing that like if you push it up that way it looks darker from my angle anyway, and then if you push it down that way it looks lighter. And what had happened is somebody took a picture and one of them was up one way, one of them was down the other way, and so they look different, but they're the same. I love them. Let's put them on.
Foot test!
I hope they fit. If they don't fit, I might cry. I literally might cry.
They're new, Mum.
Yeah. I mean, they're big. They're definitely big.
You might want to hurry this up. Recycling's coming.
But, yeah, I mean, they are pretty big, but at least they'll fit
With socks.
with and without socks.
Whoop whoop! Oh yeah! Do you want to explain that quickly?
No. You do it. Because that was a lot of eggs.
So follows a YouTuber called Tobro, and he basically deals with feet. It's very disgusting, vile, vom induced, not nice. And she sits next to me doing it.
It's amazing. I love it. Like ingrown toenails.
Yeah, moving on.
Warts.
And he did a quiz the other week, because obviously been on lockdown and trying to get people like busy, and he was giving away prizes, and there was a shit ton of questions, and one of the questions was,
can you make your feet clap?
yeah, can you make your feet clap?
And
So
send a video.
Soph did like all the questions based on her basically, but for this one question I grabbed my trouser legs and smacked my feet together so it looked like they were clapping, and that was our submission for that question.
Yeah, because Charlie can't do that herself without moving
Nope.
her legs with her arms.
Right, we're gonna go because the recycling man's gonna come and the girls are gonna bark like hell. So goodbye.
Yeah. Can't remember if we did it last
We did tell them about it because I put it in the
2
thing.
weeks ago. But my next Graze was arrived.
And it's a red one.
It's red. And it said, what if you could count on snacks?
Oh.
Yeah. Quite like the red actually, I wasn't expecting it. I can't break this plastic. I have an issue. I really have an issue. I cannot break it. Oh. One down, one to go.
And that rubbish will never go to the bin. That's right in front of her. Are you okay, Mum?
Okay, you're sniffing. Alright, so, da-da, and da-da.
We'll put the referral code in the comments for you guys, in the description.
I thought they gave me the same one again and I was not happy about it, but they didn't, they got it right.
And you'll get some money off. So what have we got? I can see coconut.
So, we have peanut butter protein power, I can't speak, with wholesome peanut butter with baked hemp breadsticks.
Boom.
Yep.
Look at her.
We have
She's tilting her head.
salt and vinegar crunch, which is salt and vinegar flavoured broad beans, corn hoops and salted corn.
That sounds so bizarre.
That sounds good though.
Yep.
We have cocoa vanilla protein flapjack.
Tilt it.
Is that the right way?
Yep. Boom.
And we have white chocolate coconut macaron.
Although that is quite what's it called?
Steven?
Deconstructed.
Yes. This is Belgian white chocolate buttons, Italian amaretti drops,
Oh, nice.
almond slivers and coconut flakes. And in the bottom of the box, I've got this looking up at me. I just thought it was really cute. Yeah.
But no.
No.
The offer, what do you get?
You get, if you follow this code, you get your first, 5th and 10th box for free.
Boom! Think fast.
Ah, so close. So close.
Have fun singing it in there.
Yeah. You recorded. Hey, that was rude. That was rude.
Yep.
I think she's comfy.
Put one over. That hair growth on her bloody leg again.
Oh, I was looking at your foot. Wow.
Showing the hair growth on her elbow.
Elbow hair growth.
Considering we only trimmed her hair like...
I mean, you can see how like
few
scruffy
days.
this is as well, and how fluffy that is. That was
Yeah.
completely flat and completely smooth like that.
Yep.
And now it's like this. Oh, the air tickled my head.
And I thunked my head.
Oh, did I really did. And I've got a cute belly and cute foot with a piece of dirt on it. And then there's me.
Who's me?
Ditsy. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Ditsy.
Hi, people.
Are you beautiful? Are you pretty?
Yeah, you gonna show me my underwear?
Are you gonna give the people a kiss? Dixie kiss? Kiss the people, kiss. Kiss. Kiss.
I did twice.
Mummy boot. Dixie kiss. Dixie kiss. Good girl. Alright, let's try an album Mummy boot. Mummy boot. Mummy boot.
On the fourth.
Mummy boot. Yawn. Mummy boot. Thank you. That was beautiful. Wow. 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 I'm still very tired. It's been a very warm day.
You need to stop being a butthole.
Me, Alba?
Let me Dixie.
Oh.
The dog came out next door, so I went to my food.
Oh.
I think I'm hormonal.
I think you might be right. But everybody's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my cute face. Oh, mouthy thing. Yeah.
Good afternoon. So I've just woke up and my head hasn't been brilliant all day. I've had this little pressure in like this side of my head. It's probably due to the weather, probably due to a couple of other things. What?
Mine was done on the 18th of April.
And I came out to sleep and I was like, when's my prescriptions due? And has she been told about, because she gets the text messages for any sort of meds. And a few weeks ago I ordered some extra injections, the amoxicillin that they've, like my monthly antibiotic because they screwed up on that, and a couple of other things. I knew that my prescription got done ages ago because I wanted to check that they had picked up, because when I did it through online, I didn't ring up, and I put all the meds in the little list, and at the top I said to them to look in the comments, because if you don't tell them to look in the comments, they never even think somebody might have wrote a comment. So I put into the comments and explained that they screwed up on my monthly antibiotic, and can I have more paracetamol given to me because my pain's increased at the moment. So I kept monitoring it to see if they had picked it up on their end, and I knew weeks ago that they had sorted it, and I said to Sophie that they had sorted it, but we hadn't been informed about it. And Sophie also had to get sorted her vitamin D because she's no longer on the high dose. She's on like the daily doses, like the little one, like the lower dose. And she had communication with them about all this weeks ago as well, and she's heard nothing. So she just rang up the pharmacy and asked when there's going to be some meds, like is there any meds there, because we should have some. And they said no, there's nothing, but we will be getting our monthly one tomorrow. And Soph then questioned about my little extra ones that I had ordered, and she turned and said that all of the prescriptions got sent down to them yesterday, And I said to Sophie, I was like, no, it didn't, because online, on my records, the GP records, it shows that the prescriptions got altered and produced and sent to the pharmacy. So it's looking like I'm not getting the correct antibiotic or an increased dose of my paracetamol or my migraine stuff, because they seem to think it all got sent yesterday and it didn't. So then Soph asked about her vitamin D tablets, asking if there's anything for her, and he said nope, there's nothing, because for some reason even last month we asked, can you arrange it that both of our meds, like monthly meds, get sorted for the same day. So they've clearly not taken that on board either.
It probably doesn't help the fact that the other day, like last week I think it was, when I rang up to get what I thought was going to be the meds you'd ordered and my vitamin D tablets to get them delivered, instead of that they delivered 2 inhalers for you, didn't they? And for me, they did everything. They literally delivered me another prescription, but the wrong isomeprazole tablets.
Again.
And no vitamin D.
Yeah. I mean, we've had conversations now to the pharmacy about this esomeprazole for Sophie, because there's only one that works. They're all the same medication, but each brand, like the coating's different or something like that. So, like, each person is different for absorbency. And Sophie rang them, and she said she made a note on the system and put the one that she can, like, the only one that she can have. They screwed that up. And Sophie was really, like, just persistent on the phone to me, just like there should be vitamin D there. And she's like, no, there's not anything. So Sophie's like, well, I ordered it, like, weeks ago. So she went and looked again, and it's there. But apparently it wasn't on the system anymore. So they've got meds floating around that is either supposedly been picked up or delivered, and or they're not registering that they're still sat there. Someone's clearly wiped it off the system.
I mean, I feel for them, because a lot of people who would still be able to go and get their own medication are probably not getting their own medication. They're probably getting it delivered. And obviously people like us, we don't have a choice, we have to get it delivered. And there's probably a lot more people getting medication, I would have thought. So they're probably more inundated than they ever have been.
But they're not, because they're still doing these people's meds. They still have to be done. The only difference is they've got a driver picking them up instead of us.
Yeah.
So their workload hasn't changed at all. It hasn't got any more or any less. It's still the same people getting their meds. It's just the way of getting it to the patient is different. That is all. So they're not more inundated or anything like that. It's the exact same stuff that's going from the GP to them. I mean, yeah, it's stressful times and things, but it's medication, and they're screwing up, and to not have things documented on their system, to not be having the actual prescription orders tracked, they're losing track of all these meds, and ultimately we're the ones that's paying the price, and it's really not fair.
Yeah, because I've been feeling really shit lately, and
yeah,
I realised the other day that it's I'm feeling pretty similar to how I felt before I had my vitamin D tablet.
Because she's not had any. She had the big doses, like, that was all perfectly fine, but the changeover to the daily dose to maintain this level, nothing. And like today, with this pressure in my head, I can't do anything because I've got no injections for if it then changes into a full-on migraine. So it means that I have to stay sat down doing sweet FA other than a few things with my hands on paper. Like, it's a beautiful day out there and we could have got at least one of the walls up on Gizmo's home. But we can't do that because I've got nothing for if my head changes into a full-on migraine. And then even tomorrow when the meds arrive, we're going to have to then go through it straight away and check if everything's there, which we doubt very much because she doesn't seem to think it's there. And then we're going to have to order it, like, ring them again, and they're just going to have to then send out a driver again, which, yeah,
last time I rang them up, because I had initially ordered both of our monthly meds on the same, like, to be there at the same time, and because of, like, them not having stuff and everything, it's, like, slowly, mine's been pushed back, or Charlie's has been pushed back, so they're, like, every 2 weeks, like, it'll either be mine or Charlie's, and I've tried to arrange it so that it's obviously sorted, and the last time that I had to ring up for my monthly meds to be delivered, they they moaned and said, well, can you not wait until till your wife's is ready so that we can do it all in one go? And I was like, no.
it's
I
like,
can't.
I won't have meds for 2 weeks. And then they turned around and said about Sophie going and picking it up. So they were like, well, why can't you pick it up? Because we've been told we can't leave the frickin' house. Like, why are they okay to send mine via a driver but not Soph's? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to have the same hassle again tomorrow when we ring up and let them know that they've cocked up again, moaning about having to send somebody out. But Soph's vitamin D got ordered on the 18th by the doctors of April, and my stuff got ordered on the 20th.
Yeah.
So that would have been done within 5 days, and they're losing track of it.
So we've been suffering for nothing.
Yeah. And it just really sucks.
Yeah.
So there's my little rant on the pharmacy. I mean, yeah, it sucks they have to go to work, but I'm sorry, but they chose that line of work, and yes, it could, like, the stress could be screwing them up, but it's not good that they are screwing up because it is somebody's meds. It's kind of like they announced a few weeks ago that the families of frontline key workers that have passed away, families are being given 60 grand in compensation. Well, why are their families any different to the 29 other thousand people that have died? Because again, they chose that line of work, and
by all means, that amount of money is not going to get their loved one back.
No, not at all.
Surely, if they were to put that money into, like, funding more scientists,
like research or something like that,
or like into the production of more tests, or to the ability to get more tests out to people, or whatever, to support people in this time and to actually get on top of it rather than paying people off because their loved ones have died. And I know that is really horrible, but their loved ones have died.
So, I mean, I think there was 80 something NHS workers currently that have passed away.
Yeah.
But there's still 29,000 other UK members that have passed away.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, they're not worthy of having compensation by their families because the government let them down by not shutting the borders and shit like that. And it's just, it's awful that people's families are being treated differently. Like, it's bad enough that these people can't be with their loved ones when they pass. It's bad enough that they can't be there to have a proper funeral. and then to be told that NHS workers or key workers are going to get 60 grand and they're not, I think it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, to be fair. So, there's our little rant of the day.
Yeah.
Join us tomorrow to find out what happens with pharmacy.
Oh, yeah. Wish as fuck.
Not looking forward to that.
Nope.
No. So, we're going to go have some tea. Look at our fan. It was too hot to fix it right now, and after I fixed it the other day, Soph decided to break it again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She used it as a leaning
I
post.
didn't mean to. I tried to nudge it out of the way, but I tried to like nudge it out of the way as I was leaning down to get something.
And instead she leaned on it for support.
Not intentionally, it was an accident.
It took me an hour to fix that fan, and now she's gone and broke it again. So excuse me whilst I just go and murder my wife, so maybe I might get 60 grand compensation.
You've got that on camera. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't anyway.
We haven't even got life insurance. We do need to look at that. We should have life insurance so that if and when the time happens,
No.
the loved ones
No.
that are left behind have got something to survive on.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, that's something we need to do. So if you've got life insurance and you're in the UK and you have chronic illnesses, let us know in the description of, or even if you don't have chronic illnesses but you do have life insurance, let us know in the comments who you're with so that we can have a look at them and like grab some ideas, because I think that would be really good.
Should I be concerned that you just said you'd murder me and now you're talking about life insurance?
I wouldn't get the money if I murdered you.
You made it look like an accident.
I still wouldn't get it. But anyway, on that note,
Jokes.
yeah, jokes aside,
Yeah.
hope you're all staying well,
No murdering.
in good spirits. Don't forget, picnic in the house this Friday.
So excited.
I forgot to put our socials in the comments yesterday,
So rude.
so I'll try and remember with this vlog. Let us know if you're going to have a picnic for V-Day.
Yay!
So thanks for coming on this day with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone!
Good night.
Oh.